So Bernie's running against a weak RINO named Matt Dolan. Now, here's what I know about Matt Dolan. I don't know much about him. He's trying to become the next Mitt Romney. I think Mitt Romney is his hero. Matt Dolan once ran for office as a Democrat, and he's easily pushed around by the woke left lunatics who renamed his family's baseball team. Now, think of this. You know, I happen to like baseball. I like sports, and I like tradition. So you have a team called the Cleveland Indians. Indians. They're Indians. And they took the name Cleveland Indians and made it the Cleveland Guardians. It's almost like they're in charge of a trust fund. They're in charge of a trust fund. The Cleveland Guardians. And my attitude is anybody that changes the name of the Cleveland Indians to the Cleveland Guardians should not be a senator, should not be a governor. I don't know Matt Dolan, but I just know that he's the guy that I guess owns the team in some form. And he was in charge of changing the name. Who wants, okay, we'll have a poll. Who wants to keep the Cleveland Indians storied? Wait. So much for that poll. Okay, ready? Who wants to see the name changed to the way they did it to the Guardians? Who wants the Guardians? Okay, nice and loud now. Who wants to keep it the Cleveland Indians? That wasn't too tough, right? So this guy, Matt Dolan, who's weak on borders, weak on crime, he wants to vote a mass amnesty bill for illegal aliens. He cares more about spending your money and sending it to Ukraine. And you know what? We'll do things with Ukraine. We should loan them the money, not send them the money. We should loan them the money so that if they do make it, they're against tremendous odds. But if they make it, they pay us back. Loan them the money. Give it to them as a loan. Let them be a little bit like they have to be a little nice. Loan them the money. Don't just hand them a check for $60 billion. I tell you, Zelensky's one of the greatest salesmen in history. Every time he comes to the country, he walks away with $50 or $60 billion. I've never been able to do that. He's a better salesman. He's a much better salesman than I am. But think about it. Dolan wants to have left-wing gun control. He voted against a law to let Ohio citizens defend themselves from dangerous criminals. You're not allowed to have your gun, but the criminals are allowed because they're not going to follow the law. So they can walk into your place and you'll say, please, please don't do it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Matt Dolan, and there's nobody better to the Second Amendment than me. I'm the strongest and the best ever. They never touched it. And it was not easy. Matt Dolan also strongly supported Joe Biden's $1.2 trillion Green New Scam. It's called the Green New Scam, which helped cause rampant inflation. It's not the biggest reason. The biggest reason for inflation was what they did with energy and oil when they closed up the oil. Now he's drilling like crazy. He went back to my policy. You know why? Because it was up to $6, $7, $8 a gallon. So now he said, just go back, just go back. After the election, we'll kill these people. And that's what's going to happen. They went back to my drilling policies. They allowed them to continue drilling. But the day after the election, it's over. They are sick. That's why this Tuesday you need to elect America First champion Bernie Moreno to the U.S. Senate. And Bernie, if I could, I'd like to have